I want to say congratulations to you. You know, this is, I think, what is it, your 6th time being nominated for the Emmys?
6th time for lead actor in the comedy series, 9 times altogether
Come
if you
on.
include my executive producer credits. I broke Robert Guillaume's record with this nomination this year. But I also set another record, 9 times nominated, 9 times without a win, or 8 times without a win so far, because this is my 9th time. Fingers crossed, I hope to come home with the award this year.
Right.
I got a space up on the shelf. I have 2 Peabodys up there, one for The Shield and one for Blackish. And I also have a Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Award.
I would say you created the space for what you want.
For favorite fart from a movie, Kangaroo Jack, Anthony Anderson, and the Camel. So I have a space between those 3 for my Emmy this year. That's where it's going to go. It's going to go between my 2 Peabodys and next to my Kids' Choice for favorite fart in a movie.
Okay, wait, tell me this, because the show is going to be digital this year. Will the buttless chaps from the BET Awards be making an appearance? I mean, I'm just saying, if you're going to go, you might as well go all out.
Look here. I will not have buttless chaps on. I will be naked under my tuxedo robe with my full ass out.
That's right.
In the event that I win, I will literally and figuratively show my ass.
Brother, I'm not mad at you. I have to say, this is quite a time to be talking to you. I think that, you know, I've said this a few times recently, because I do really believe that it is happening in my life, where I kind of manifested this interview with you. I remember seeing you get your star on the Walk of Fame and the kind of moment that felt like. But I didn't have the opportunity to talk to you because of the situation we find ourselves in. What was that like for you? What was the experience like for you to get that call even to say, hey, this is what we're thinking about?
You know what, man? That still hasn't resonated with me yet, Scott, because of all the dreams that I had, getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for some reason wasn't a part of it.
Really?
I think that was so much bigger than where I was. So I never really thought about that, to be immortalized on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. To go to have attended Hollywood High School. You know what I'm saying? And to walk amongst those stars every day, and now to be amongst those stars. And my star is literally on the corner of Hollywood and Highland, right across the street from my high school, where these dreams, you know, started. And I was manifesting them, man. So it's still surreal for me, you know, to sit there and to think about it. Yeah.
It had to have been made even sweeter to know that your family, right? To see your family there and to see them experience this kind of stake in the ground, this kind of history-making moment. But how would you describe it? What was that experience like for you? That kind of legacy witnessing thing that happens?
That's it. You know, my son is a young actor, young rapper, and I think, you know, he's always respected me and my work and known that I've been a pretty big deal his entire life. But to sit there and to witness that, you know, he pulled me to the side at my luncheon afterwards and was like, "Yo, Dad," he said, "that was pretty amazing, man. That was." He said, "You've reached legendary status, Dad. Congrats." And I was like, "Yeah, thanks, son." Yeah, you know, brought it, you know, full circle, you know, to have my family there, my wife, my kids, my mother, you know, who this is all she ever wanted to do, but could never do it. And now I'm in a position to give her an opportunity to you know, live out her dreams. Yeah,
she's so good at it too.
To have the people closest to me that have been there along for this journey for the past all of my life, but, since it started, a little more than 25 years ago from my first gig.
What was the first gig?
It's just amazing.
What was the very first gig?
The very first gig was In the House. LL Cool J, Debbie Allen on NBC, back when it was must-see TV.
Yeah.
The first gig was In the House. First gig I was actually cast in, we didn't have clearance for this Muhammad Ali picture behind me. So we had to adjust the camera to get it out the background because,
right.
Y'all ain't got the money to pay for that.
Right.
I do. That's why it's on my wall.
You're right.
But the first I was cast in, back in the day, Coca-Cola had commercials with Roberto Duran, with Sugar Ray Leonard, and their sons, and they wanted to have one with Muhammad Ali and his son. And Muhammad Ali at the time only had daughters. So they had a casting for Muhammad Ali's son. I was cast to be Muhammad Ali's son in this commercial.
What?
But because of his Muslim beliefs, that was deceitful because I wasn't really his son. So, out of his beliefs, which I have to respect, he declined to do the commercial. But that was the first thing I was cast in as a kid.
Listen, it would still be on my IMDb. That's all I'm going to say. You've got this new project. I believe it's new. This new project with Autotrader happening, right?
Yes.
What's going on there?
Autotrader, National Dog Day. To bring awareness to, sheltered animals, homeless dogs or whatnot. For National Dog Day between August 24th and September 14th, Autotrader and dogtrader.com have created this doggy anti-lint vest. So when you're rolling around in the car with your dog, cleanup is easy from the shedding of their coat.
Bruh.
But, given pandemic and how, we've been living and, more families are going out with their animals in the cars and, just going out on, aimless, mindless field trips. Autotrader has come up with the 10 best cars for dog lovers. And what's crazy, 4 of the 10 cars we have in my family.
See? See?
And our dogs have been in 2 of the 4 of the 10 that's on the list. So it's just about that, man. And with that, they're donating to adoptapet.com to help with dogs in shelters and homeless dogs. So I grew up with animals. The animals that we have now, our pets that we have now, were all adopted. It's a beautiful thing that I'm a part of and that they're doing.
Yeah, man. I dig the merger of your two things you care about, right? The new whip and making sure the pet is all good. But wait, you talk about the dogs being in the car. I know they haven't been in. I think I saw a video. It was you and Dion Cole, right?
Yes.
Drag racing. I know the dogs ain't been in that.
Well, we weren't drag racing.
Drag racing.
We were just driving at a high rate of speed on the 405 when no one was on it at around 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to say drag racing because that's illegal.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We were just we were in both sports cars, he in his Ferrari and me in the convertible Maserati. We were just opening up the engines.
Oh, yeah.
The Maserati's new to me. So I had to open it up. You had to break it in.
Break it in. I get it. Break it in.
And just so you know, my dog Riley rides shotgun in the Mozzie with me. So
no, you are lying.
Yes, she's in there with me.